Leaders need followers. Now, there's one ideal type of follower. And I know, people say don't be a follower, blah, 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 blah. But there is one ideal type of follower the leader needs. They need a great follower. While the leader needs followers, that is true, and wants great followers, the ideal would be to help them develop into leaders. And just as there are bad followers, there are good followers, and there are even great followers. And the same can be said about leaders. There are good leaders, there are bad leaders, and there are great leaders. However, if you combine a great leader with a great follower, listen, you can revitalize a sleeping organization. You can build and develop an organization. You can even start something brand new out of the box when you can get great leaders and great followers. Now, if this is true when we talk about the relationship of leaders and followers, even more so it's true when you get a mentor and a mentee, someone that wants to learn and someone that wants to teach. Now you have a combination that can't be stopped. And so often we want to accomplish our goals. And so often we want to be the person who is the marquee, the one who is, part A, like we want to be top. But, every teacher started off as a student. And if we're being real honest, every teacher is still a student. There is a major difference between a good follower and a great follower. A great follower is someone who goes beyond the call of duty. The follower may be asked to help as a contributor in a particular project. Like they may be asked to just show up, to be a part of what's happening. But the great followers will find a way not to simply contribute, but to leave a mark. Where others are quick to help when only recognized, when the name of the game is fame, a great follower helps even when no one is looking. A great follower understands their role within the organization. And while no one is watching, they're still working. And they are willing to complete the task, fulfill their responsibilities, not just those that are asked, but they're willing to go the extra mile. Now, you may say, I'm not going the extra mile for nobody. I know. The problem is that if you don't go the extra mile for nobody, you never know what it is to go the extra mile. And if you're not willing to go the extra mile for nobody, are you willing to go the extra mile for somebody? Are you willing to go the extra mile for you? Are you willing to put in the work for you? The reality is this, my friends. So often we want to accomplish the great things, but we think that it requires zero to no training. And that's not true. You don't wake up in the morning and just greatness spews out of you. You make a conscientious decision that I will be great. I will be great where I am right now. I will be great right now. See, a great follower understands their role within the organization, and they're willing to complete the responsibilities asked of them, and even provide support in other areas. Rather, it would be their job or not. Rather, it would be, recognized or not. In contrast, a good follower plays it safe. A good follower plays it safe and only does what is asked of them. A good follower isn't the same as a bad follower. Let me just tell you that. As a bad follower doesn't even know how to follow. A good follower knows how to follow. How many times have you heard this? I just work here. How many times have you heard people say that? Maybe you've said it. I just work here. I just come here. I just work here. I just live here. Let me ask you, do you think that's a good follower who says it? Do you think that's a bad follower who says it? Or do you think that's a great follower who says it? Who do you think says, I just work here? Often we see followers who could be great, but choose not to go past the call of duty. These individuals are talented and very approachable, but they won't give anything more than what is asked of them. And that is the problem. For a follower to grow into a leader, for a follower to grow into that leadership position, they have to go beyond the call of duty. Listen, they've got to be willing and able even before they got a stable. In order for a follower to transition, to move from position of follower to leader, they have to go before anyone even sends them. They got to be willing to do the things that leaders do. They have to be willing to get into the conversation that seems as though they have no business being in the conversation. They have to mingle with those who have the quote unquote corner office, right? They have to be in the room. They have to be in the position. At close proximity is what you need to be. You got to be in close proximity. But if you are unable to go beyond the call of duty, and if you're unable to think outside of the cubicle or outside of the corner office, if you're unwilling to do that, then let me tell you something. You could be a good follower, but you're not going to be a great follower. And you're like, I don't want to be a follower. Good, because you ain't even going to be a leader either. In order for you to be a great leader, you must start becoming a great follower. You're like, I'm not going to follow nobody. Great. Here's a good task for you. Build the image of the person you want to be. On a piece of paper, go ahead and write out the person you want to be. What does that person look like? Where do they work? What do they smell like? What cologne or perfume do they wear? Do they wear a watch or don't? What kind of clothing brand do they wear? How much do they earn and where do they live? And what kind of things do they do to invest their time and energy? After you build that out, follow that person. Follow that person. Follow that person. Serve that person. Become the butler of that person. Because if you're saying, I can't follow nobody, follow that person. I guarantee you that person is making moves. That version of you is making moves. And guess what? That version of you, newsflash, is a follower. Because even when you're in the position of leadership, you're still following. People think, man, when I get older, I can do whatever I want. And then you get older and you be like, man, I can't do what I want. That's right. There is always someone you have to reply to. And even in the world of business, you still have to reply to the shareholders, the stakeholders, the people that invest. So to say I could do what I want to do, listen, my friend, if you want to be a great leader, it all starts by becoming a great follower. Do the things that are incumbent of you to do, even when no one is watching, so that when the spotlight does turn on you, they catch you working.